Hello everyone, this is Connor Heckman. Today I will be showing you guys how we make our red oil cassava leaf, Liberian style. So if you want to learn how to make this, stay tuned. So I'm first going to go ahead and boil my meat. Right here I do have the goat, so I'm going to cover it with water. Once I have the water in there, I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning. So I'm doing seasoned salt, black pepper, salt. So once I add my salt, I am going to go ahead and add the chicken bouillon in there. Again, like I said in my previous videos, we don't really measure like the seasoning. However, a little, it goes a long way initially. You don't want to add too much seasoning because you don't want your food to be salty. So you just put enough that once the soup is cooking, you can try it and see whether you need more seasoning. So while my goat is cooking, I do have some dry fish that I'm gonna go ahead and add. And then I have some shrimp. Let's see what else I have. Then I have the cassava leaf. So when I bought the cassava leaf, it was frozen, but I had it set out for like a few hours. So now it's thawed enough that I can use it. So now we have our goat still cooking. We are going to go ahead and add our shrimp and let that come to a boil. So before we add the rest of our meat, let's go ahead and get our cassava leaf ready. So when you get the cassava leaf, it's not blended so well. So sometimes the leaves are a little bigger. So you want to blend it. So by blending the cassava leaf, it gives it that nice consistency. It is not so big, like the leaves are not so big. So you want to do that. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some peppers in my cassava leaf. Again, you don't need to do that. If you don't like pepper, you don't have to do that. But I like my cassava leaf to be very spicy. So I added like few peppers in here. This is like habanero peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it with it. And then eventually when I'm cooking it, if it's not so spicy, I can always add more spice to it. So now that the cassava leaf is blended, we are going to go ahead and add it to our pot. And again, this is where we have the goat and the shrimp in the pot. So we'll go ahead and add that. As you can see, I do have a lot of water because I really do like my cassava leaf to cook really well. If you don't cook it well, I feel like sometimes it has a smell to it, and I don't like that smell. And you can tell that your cassava leaf is not well cooked when you have that smell. So we just went ahead again. I added the cassava leaf. I'm adding some seasoning. So once you add the seasoning, if you feel like it doesn't taste good, you can always add more. But you want to start with less first, because when you have more seasoning in there, you can't take it out. So it's kind of difficult to make it less salty. So you want to be able to just add enough that as you cook your food, you can always taste it. If it doesn't taste like the way you like it, you can add more seasoning. All right. So I tried it, but it didn't taste the way I wanted to taste. So I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken bouillon and also some seasoned salt and salt. And then after that, I will try again and see how it tastes. So I'm going to go ahead and add my dry fish from Liberia into my cassava leaf. As you can notice, I did not put it in at the beginning because I did not want it to break in pieces. So I'm kind of adding it now. But once I add this, I got to be very careful how I stir the soup or the cassava leaf because I don't want to break it in little pieces. So my cassava leaf looks very cooked and the water has dried a little. So I'm going to go ahead and add my palm oil. And again, you can get this palm oil from either the African store or the Asian store. So I'm going to go ahead and add more oil because the first one that I added it wasn't enough. So I'm going to keep adding it. And you can add as much oil as you want. Sometimes, again, cassava leaf needs to be really oily, but sometimes I don't like my cassava leaf so much oily. But depending on what your preference is, you can go ahead and add more oil. As you can see, my cassava leaf is ready and it looks very delicious. Again, I wanted to kind of show you guys how to make palm oil cassava leaf Liberian style. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not a subscriber to this channel. And hit the notification button just in case we have a new video that can notify you. And I want to take this time to just tell you thank you so much again for your support. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in our next video.